Dobson, London Fire Commissioner. I'm here today to open the new training facility developed jointly by London Fire Brigade and Babcock, our training partner. I'm very, very pleased with this new facility. It's the latest development in our partnership, which is now delivering 21st century training for London firefighters. We've been very successful in London Fire Brigade over the last 10 or 12 years in reducing the number of incidents that we attend, the numbers of fires that occur in London, and the number of fire deaths and fire injuries. But the downside of that is that our firefighters get less exposure to the risks and challenges of actually attending real incidents. And the onus is therefore on us as senior managers to make sure our firefighters are given appropriate training, realistic training, to allow them to be competent and safe when they do attend incidents. And the training facilities that we now have developed with Babcock, or Babcock's developed on our behalf, provide us with the opportunity to provide our firefighters with the best training they can get anywhere in the world. A unique facility here at Babcock in a way that actually will suit their training needs much better than we've ever been able to do before.
Well, the facilities here are part of a network of training facilities that we're developing with London Fire Brigade to meet the needs of modern firefighters. As the Commissioner has said, the number of real fires and severity of fires are decreasing, but the need to deploy trained personnel has not decreased at all. London still wants the comfort of a safe and speedy response. And what we're able to do here is, through this unique facility, there isn't another one like Park Royal in the world, is to develop courses which expose firefighters to the challenges that they will face in anger when they're called out to a major incident.
I think the challenges the firefighters face today are very different to they did 15 or 20 years ago. The number of fires has certainly decreased, which is obviously a very good thing, but the number of incidents we attend which are not related to fire has increased. So we certainly attend more flooding calls now, more calls of people where we need to use their high-line rescue capabilities, things like our decontamination ability in terms of chemical incidents. So the profile of the sites of incidents London Fire Brigade attends has changed very significantly, and we need to be flexible enough to train our firefighters to the needs they now face. The other thing, of course, which is in all of our minds at the moment, is the increased terrorist threat. We've seen this realised around the world in recent weeks, and very sadly in other countries. But we will see those sorts of threats. We do see those sorts of threats in this country as well. And London, obviously, is a prime target for people that want to carry out these sorts of attacks. We need to make sure that we have a response which is able to keep our firefighters safe while they respond in different circumstances, whilst also being able to save the maximum amount of life when we get into those very difficult areas of terrorist attacks.
What we can do, both in terms of support for their vehicles and equipment, and more particularly their training courses, is to look at ways of engaging with the students and the learners which meet the needs of modern times. So our classroom courses here all have pre-learning on iPads, which young people in particular, are very familiar with. We apply a lot of e-learning, and those techniques can be equally applied to firefighters, to police officers and to ambulance personnel. Equally, on top of that, we're looking at BA courses, executive learning programs, all of which are transferable across 3 emergency services. So we can play a small part in that objective. Whether or not it actually happens in practice is a matter for those in charge of those organisations.